I still have enough nitrogen. We'll just use a different balloon. So as this one is boiling, the nitrogen is going to continue to boil to way above room temperature. The balloon will continue to inflate. Okay, ball and ring. Notice the ball passes through the ring. I want to put the ring in liquid nitrogen. This is bromine, element number 35. Watch the color of the vapor inside the tube. Look at that balloon. Why you got your ears plugged, Sarah? Now, what's really neat is that the color of bromine, look at here, I'm shaking it around. The color of solid bromine is actually a white, like a white powder. And yeah, there's some frost forming on the end of that, but it's white in color. And if I warm that back up again, what do you think is going to happen? It should go back. And I'm wiping this all off, and that's the bromine. That's solid bromine, that white stuff there. It's really kind of weird that it has that white color. You would think it would be orange in color, but it's not. See, you see, it's white, right? Yeah, it's white. And of course, as you warm it back up again, the color is being restored until eventually you've got the tube filled up. Look at that balloon. Grapes are in here, and I've got a beaker. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour off the excess liquid nitrogen in the container. And then I'm going to put the grapes inside of here. And oh! You knew that was going to happen, right?
Yeah, we all knew it was going to happen.
Just to know when. Now, take the grapes, pour them on the table, and look. They're like marbles. They crack up into little pieces because they're so rigid and hard from being frozen in the liquid nitrogen. Now, remember I had this in there? The ring is now been cooled for quite some time. I'm going to take it out and notice that the ring, or the ball I should say, no longer passes through the ring. Why? Dan Dockrider, what do you think? The metal contracted. We're going to move on to some delicacies. The next thing here is the food eating portion of the demonstrations. I have mini marshmallows and I have Cheez-It crackers. We'll start with the mini marshmallows. And don't worry about these in terms of their edibility. It's extremely cold, so we don't have to worry about the biology worries of germs or bugs or whatever. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some mini marshmallows. It sounds like steak. You hear that? Okay? Now, it's going to be really cold because it's the liquid nitrogen, right? So, but it's small, so that's okay. When you eat it, you gotta move it around, okay? So you gotta move it around, and normally it's polite to not open your mouth when you're eating, but in this case, if you do open your mouth, or if you close your mouth, your breath coming out of your nose or out of your mouth will condense because you've got water vapor inside your mouth, okay? So you get a little bit of that, you'll get more with the crackers when we get on to those. So you just take one, I'll put it in your hand like so, pop it in, and eat it. Yum, yum, okay? So here we go, Sabrina, you're going to be the first one to try it. Thank you for volunteering. Okay. Sarah? Well, you want two? 1, 2, 3. Nikki, how many you want? Just one. We're going to move on to the cracker. The thing is, you got to keep it moving, okay? So this one here, it's always optional. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to do it, but you got to keep it moving because the cracker has more surface area, right? It's bigger. And it's got more mass. And so when you get it in there, you can't just let it sit on your tongue. Because that would be like putting your tongue on outdoor playground equipment. So you go like that, I'll put it on there and then... That's pretty good! It's not bad! Who wants to be the first to try? Jim? Yeah, Jim. Jim's going to try it first. There you go, Jim. Keep it moving, keep it moving. There you go, up the nose. Very good, okay. Sarah, want a cracker? Sure. All right. Yum, yum, just like Mom makes them. It's actually quite good. I have the larger Dewar flask. Balloon fabric on the inside now. I'm going to pour the remaining liquid nitrogen from here into there. Banana. Racquetball, calculator. Okay. Now, This is a piece of wood, a piece of pine, okay, softwood. And I also have a container here that has some nails. So I'm going to pull out a nail as well. And what I plan to do here, believe it or not, is use the banana as a hammer to pound the nail into the board.
Oh.
It's called freeze the banana and pound the board and then trick. That's what it's called, okay? You gotta let it get down to that temperature. And did you hear a crack? Yeah, something cracked. That might have been the banana. Okay. All right. So I got my nail. It's been pounded in before. See, that's all the holes are. I've been successful in the past. The banana did crack a little bit. Now listen to this, very quiet. Listen. Banana. Okay. Banana. Banana. Okay? Got the other side. You know what it is? My banana is not quite frozen enough. It's still a little bit soft in the middle. It's hard on the outside, but soft in the middle. So we'll cool that down a little bit more. And I'm going to now get out the racquetball. Now the racquetball I'm going to toss up against the wall right here. Okay? And you know, I forgot to show this ahead of time, and I'm sure all of you believe me, but this is what the racquetball was like at the beginning, right? Very bouncy and flexible and bing, 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 bing. I like that when it goes. Boom, 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 boom. You want to do that? I love that song. So I'm going to take the racquetball and toss it up against there. It used to be there last year, right, Mr.
I was thinking.
Yeah. It works here. You just gotta make sure you got
You just do the door.
You gotta be good aim. You gotta be good aim. See? Okay, so I'm gonna take this now and it's been in the liquid nitrogen and throw it against the wall. And look at that! Oh, it shatters into 10 or 20 pieces. Now I think that banana is probably ready. So let's try it again. And then we'll do the calculator, okay? And I've got a grand finale. Alright? So once again, now the banana has pretty good crack in it right now. And sometimes what will happen is it'll, let's see. That's what happens. So it just shatters apart like that. I wonder how strong my nail is in there. Let's see. Who's the strong man in the class? Dan Briggs. All right. Pull the nail out.
I can't do it.
You almost had it. Wiggle a little bit more. Come on, give it a little pull. The point is, thank you, Dan. The point is that it's in there pretty darn good, all right? And so I was able to put a nail into a board with a banana. All right, now the calculator. Sabrina, Sarah, are you ready? We're going to use your table, okay? Yeah, just back up a little bit. I don't know who gave me the idea. I think there was some student like 3 or 4 years ago that said, what would happen if I put my calculator? My calculator doesn't work anymore. What happened if I put that in there? And so let's give it a try. So threw it in there. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to tilt this a little bit so that it bathes the calculator with a little bit more of the liquid nitrogen for a period of time before I actually just step down a banana. Don't slip. All right, so I take the calculator out with the tongs, and I'm going to hold it the top side down, and it's going to go like this.
Whoa.
There's the calculator. Totally destroyed. Now I asked Marie Scott at the beginning of class if she'd be willing to sacrifice her cell phone. She said no. All right, my grand finale. First, Tyler had a request.